the history is really that CO2 we used that many years ago was one of the first refrigerants that were used in the industry also, but somehow it disappeared during the 50s and the 60s. And then we saw a comeback of CO2 starting actually with the automobile air conditioning investigating in CO2 in the late part of the last century. And then because of legislation, we really took it up also in industrial refrigeration. First of all, in Danfoss, we started developing components and got our first learnings on the CO2 technology again. And finally, also with the special Danish F-gas regulations in the zeros, which demanded that HFCs could not be used in charges above 10 kilograms. That forced the supermarkets to use CO2 as the thermal carrier inside the supermarkets. So that really put a pressure on industry to develop the technologies, and they did actually. So that's an interesting technology history actually. That when you focus and you invest in R&D, then you also get the solutions. And in a time frame of about 5 years, it was possible to get systems or to develop systems that were on par with traditional HFC systems. And on top of that, heat recovery became a big issue. CO2, actually we knew that, but CO2 has fantastic heat recovery properties. It has it has a very high heat content at high temperatures, and we were able to utilize that for in-store heating, but also for making hot water for sanitary purposes in the stores. And it doesn't stop here, because then starting measurings on the stores, suddenly all our old good old knowledge really came into play again with the heat recovery issue. So for instance now capacity utilization with the external thermal grids, utilizing the external thermal grids for exporting heat is a big opportunity. We're running a big project in Denmark now on that, and we actually think that it's perfect also for utilization of cheap electricity from windmills. So a lot of opportunities, of course also challenges, but we will overcome them. So we're looking forward to the next years of development here. Cold stores, cold and supermarkets are all part of the cold chain, and all these refrigeration appliances, they can be a part of that system. They are part of the energy system and can play a much more active role also, and at the end lower the energy cost by becoming an active player in the energy system.